Number 9. Pinocchio. In the 1940 Pinocchio animation film, Pinocchio gets invited to Pleasure Island by the sketchy-looking fox. While on his way there, he meets this other boy named Landwig who states that in Pleasure Island there's no school, rules, or cops. Kids can do anything they want, even drink booze and smoke cigarettes. Everything seemed to be going good until Landwig starts transforming into a donkey.
Help! Please, you gotta help me. Be a pal. Call that beetle. Call anybody. Mama!
It turns out that the island is cursed, and a combination of tobacco, alcohol, and misbehaving is more than enough to turn batty boys into complete jackasses. Like, literally. The darkest part about all this was when we found out that the boys who turn into donkeys are being sold into slavery and never get to go home or be boys again. Number 8. Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. In the original Willy Wonka's Factory film, there's a scene where Wonka and his guests enter a dark tunnel in a boat. As the boat starts picking up speed, a variety of red and green flashing lights light up the tunnel, and Willy starts singing a song in his creepy voice as his guests nervously beg him to stop.
Oh, make him stop, Daddy!
Wonka, does he go far enough?
The scene looks like they're traveling through hell in a portal. The red flashing lights and screaming gives you a kinda like panic and unsettled vibe. Also, for some reason, there's random images flashing in the background of bugs and a small clip of a chicken getting beheaded. Just dark. Number 7. Mulan. In the film, Mulan, there's a scene where Shanlin and his soldiers come upon a burned village. It's a sad and horrifying moment, one that gets worse when we find out Shanlin's father died defending the village.
I'm sorry.
This scene is very sad and definitely a tearjerker. We get to see the real destruction of war. The saddest part was when we see all the dead soldiers on the battlefield. Number 6. Coraline. Though Coraline is meant to be a dark and creepy movie for kids, there's a particular scene that goes too far. Coraline gets grounded by the other mother and is placed in this creepy dark room that's on the other side of the mirror. While in the room, she starts hearing voices talk to her, and that's when we see the ghosts of 3 little dead kids.
She said that she loved us, but she locked us here and ate up our lives.
The fact that the other mother has actually killed kids before is bone chilling. The worst part is the fake expression one of the dead kids has, a reminder of the painful way she died. Number 5. The Witches. In the movie, The Witches, that released back in 1990, there's a very dark scene that still disturbs me to this day. While training his pet rat, Luke discovers the place where the witches are holding their meeting. We then see the Grand High Witch come out and tell the others to reveal themselves. The Grand High Witch removes a human body disguise, and we see how nasty and demonic she looks. A long nose, nasty looking skin, and a crusty looking hunchback. Pure nightmare fuel. Number 4. Little Mermaid. While on her way to meet Ursula, Ariel passes through a dark tunnel, and at the bottom we see what appears to be some kind of seaweed plant-like people who moan fearfully as she passes. One of them even reaches out to grab her. These plant-like people look creepy and terrifying. It's even worse when we find out those are other mermaids who Ursula has trapped under a spell. Number 3. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. When Harry alone reaches the last chamber, he finds that Professor Quirrell was down there too. Angrily, Professor Krill commands Harry to come to the mirror and tell him what he sees. Harry lies and tells him he sees himself shaking hands with Dumbledore. A creepy voice then states that Harry is lying, and Professor Krill removes his teleband, and that's when we see Voldemort attached to Quirrell's body.
Harry Potter.
The first time I watched this as a kid, I had nightmares for a week. Imagine having a face that looks like that attached to you. He literally controls him like a parasite. Harry Potter might be for kids, but it sure is creepy and dark. Number 2. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Near the ending, Eddie discovers that Judge Doom is actually a toon when he gets run over by a steamroller and inflates himself back up, causing his fake eyeballs to pop out, revealing his creepy red cartoonish eyes.
When I kill your brother, I talk! Just wait!
This scene is probably the most terrifying scene out of a kid's movie. The way he taunts Eddie with his squeaky voice about killing his brother is just evil. Number 1. Return to Oz. In the movie Return to Oz, a witch named Mombi locks Dorothy away in a tower because she wants to steal her head to add it to her collection. Dorothy then finds a way out and goes into Mombi's room to try and steal the Powder of Life. She has to walk through the closet of sleeping heads, and once she grabs the powder, the heads wake up and begin to scream, causing the headless Mombi to wake up. Seeing this scene again as an adult still gave me goosebumps. Mombi was literally going to kill Dorothy and use her head as her own, giving us a depiction of how she got the other heads. Alright guys, so that was the last one on the list. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See y'all next time.